Two-Shot. It's getting smarter.
Hello and welcome to Derek Two-Shot's How to Make Creative Videos on YouTube. How to edit videos creatively on YouTube. Or how to creatively edit YouTube videos. Helping you build your income online. You need to make money because that job down at the post office is just killing you. And eventually, there's a clock tower nearby where you can get revenge and kill the others.
This is not very nice.
Do it. I just watched this episode of X-Files. It was subliminal messaging. Subliminal messaging. You need to do things that you love, that you're passionate about. Yeah, you gotta plan ahead when you make videos. Like I did. I wrote notes. I'm looking at them every now and again. But you won't see that because I've edited them. That's what I'm gonna talk to you about. One of the most simplest and essential tools to video editing is cutting. I'm not lying.
My parents won't let me use scissors.
When you watch all the famous people on YouTube, you will notice that they talk confidently, constantly, smoothly, and fastly.
Second step of editing. Take off the sweatshirt because it is like 90 degrees out and I just did it for the bit. Not to worry though because I have a matching t-shirt underneath so the aesthetic is preserved. Third step of editing. Secure a sponsor for this.
Because of that, you may think they're professional, but the truth is, they're not. They're all dumb. They're all pretty stupid, actually. Here's what Simon Cowell said. Carlos?
Terrible.
Cutting can take a lot of time, though. See, with cuts, all the memorization is thrown out the window because you don't need them. You only read like a sentence or two. My screen went dark and I had a thing on my tongue.
Hello and welcome to a special...
If you do news type videos like I do, you need a logo at the bottom like I do. You need it. And news people always put pictures up of what they're talking about. Now, that's just a basic thing. Show you how to put them in. You just place them in there. You know, you can measure them up for how long you want. It's pretty simple editing. So this is just adjusting my makeup into the corner. And you may notice I've actually placed it behind me, but over top of my news background. Then you start to get a little more advanced. You put them in there with sound effects. So you want to start the moving pic off screen. Then we position in a keyframe to move it. For quick movements, you usually want 4 or 5 frames of a second. Then you got your sound. You want to sync up the sound wave with the pic's arrival. Boom. Filters are effects built into your software that you can use to add color, texture, broken glass, or fire. Fire. So fire, yeah. This is just a quick way to get a haircut. Creative. Okay, so we first need to create this zoom out by having it zoomed in on keyframe, then back to 1000. There are 2 effects which are just random choices for color, but this here is glass tile. Start with a degree of 50, then gradually reduce it as the camera zooms out. I've used this in a lot of videos actually. Carlos?
App slap! App slap! They leave you with a bowl of free Apple Jacks.
All new app.
Be original. When I ask people to smash the like button, I'm not lame like all those other people. I do this. See? Like, when have you ever seen that? That was totally awesome. I made that button too. Okay, I used a green screen ninja for this. I'll include links in the description probably. Now this ninja has been sped up and also flipped to face left. Now the button here is a shirt button. Probably that one that fell off last weekend. I've made it so it not only moves to the left, but rotates as well. Also, I reduced the size since it's been hit from the left and should be moving further away. You can see here, I also altered the shape for a little added bonus. The sparks I used from another green screen video. Only the 4th one is on the back side of the button, so it goes above on the timeline. Now the sound effects I used are from Final Fantasy VI, obviously. It's important to ask your audience questions. Have you ever done crystal meth? How many times have you smuggled animals through customs? You can also do research from Google, or like me, just steal entire paragraphs from them and call it your video. Just eat lots of vitamins, or like vitamin D from the sun, you know, because I never go outside. And drink water, because if you don't, you might wind up in the ER like I did last weekend, getting saline injections. Oh yeah.
I'm staring on YouTube.
Don't put any people though.
Oh.
You're not allowed to do that in the hospital. Sorry.
You want effects? You want effects like these guys? You want effects like these guys?
Hey Vsauce, Michael here.
Random changes of color or filter can be useful, especially if it seems to combine comfortably with what you're saying. This is from my weightlifting story. For this part, we crop two pics and use chroma key to green screen them on the video. For the effect, I use BCC color choker. There's a ton of stuff you can do with this. It's very cool. Now, while this is on, I say the line pink eye power. When I say power, I cut the clip and zoom it in with keyframe. Yes, as you... For the next part, we create a shaky effect using Quake. The yelling was just my wife. This picture is Little G-Fully. Once again, the pic is behind me, which is optional, but I go that way often. The sounds here were borrowed from South Park, Starvin' Marvin. Now this is a green screen mouth video I found off the interweb. Looks about right. Got your captions here. Good old Lassa Fever. The effect is BCC Ray's Streaky. Coulda also went with Puffy. Use the keyframe for intensity, which should align with the xylophone sounds. Going down. For this sinking two-shot boat, we're going to rotate it downward to its imminent doom. I decided to split the water clip in two, so it seems to go under. That's the front water clip. Going down. I made a pre-production by taking the clip, adding green over the area I wanted left behind the ship, then when produced, put the clip in place for the ship to go under. For the behind clip, we just used the original video and green screen it for the sky to come in the background. We had some issues with translucency, and we also had some lines that I couldn't seem to get rid of. But it was still alright for this. Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Two Shot Factor. Pink Eye Power. Yes, as you can see, I have the hantavirus. This is not just meningitis. Derek Two Shot is going down with the ship. Captions. Captions are like reinforcements for the deaf and people with cocaine addictions. They need more.
Quitting.
Facebook? You ever watch X-Files? Sometimes a caption will come up telling you the time of day or night, usually night, that it is. And I don't even think it's really that necessary sometimes.
Oh, it's you.
It's just like there for a fact. Wait a sec. Are we getting a phone call right now? Can we go to live on speakerphone there, Carlos? Hello, who is this?
It's Prince.
Oh, hi, Prince.
Hi.
I'm glad you could call again. How are you doing this time?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, what kind of concert schedule you got going here? I'll be there. I always go to Prince concerts.
We're still scheduling.
Hey, what was that song or that movie you were in, Purple Rain? Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Okay.
Didn't you like push a girl in a lake or try to go swimming with her or something? What was that scene all about?
I like to feel hold it. That ain't Lake Minnetonka.
Well, okay. And then you drove away on a motorbike like a hardcore Prince guy that you are.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that was just an example. Oh, wait, we're still there? Oh, sorry. Okay, we gotta go, Prince. Bye.
Okay, bye.
That was just Prince. Carlos, hang up the phone.
I'm still here.
Little edits like that, little transitions, glitch effects.
How many girls have you done this to?
Another wannabe TV show narrated by some ass clown that would never sound like that in real life. And I just want to relapse into a filthy Frank marathon. Those videos of someone who looks pathetic, but what happens next will make you cry? What happens next is you didn't watch my fucking video again, and that allows you to continue believing that I'm a retard, and what happens next is I cry. Here's a cool one I did from my last Facebook video. Each of these clips is done in two positions, but I'm saying the line so closely that I simply use one audio clip so that it's seamless as I cut into the alternative visual briefly. What happens next is you didn't watch my fucking video again, and that allows you to continue believing that I'm a retard, and what happens next is... It's also useful to add things that are relevant, popular culture. In this section of one of my Justin Trudeau videos, I use this get out of jail free card, redirecting it to negotiate an agreement with the company. Sometimes people like to put in a bunch of quick clips to give the mind a dazzling like combination of the senses. What?
Saros. Ninja Guide. Kevin Spacey.
Subliminal messaging. Pop filter, without pop filter. Pop filter, without pop filter, with pop filter. Wait, what? Use sound effects that are relevant, you know? Yeah. I was in the hospital the other day because I was sick and because I was sick, and then I got even sicker, and then they gave me... Hold on a sec. I don't even have one of those, like, ring things around this. I don't even know what that does. I will never get one of those things. It will kill you to see this thing like this. Like some weird broken down pantyhose spatula. And the breakaway skits. I mean, you could do them. They're sort of like Family Guy, but make them your own. They don't just have to be like, one time I remember, yeah, like that one time I was out in the bathroom with Chris. Meg, are we making out? Oh my god, Chris! I don't really do Meg, but whatever, that's my Meg. So you're gonna use little musical bits sometimes. Those are really catchy. Those are great. Like if you have something to celebrate about, some form of success that you're talking about, could be you're reacting to another video, but either way, just use Final Fantasy Victory music, Legend of Zelda, or the song Celebration. And then there's combinations. Chill out, dickwad. Now you're getting it. Okay, so there you go. You learn how to edit videos like I do now. Well, we'll probably come back for volume 2 after I get better. As long as I stay one lesson ahead of the student, I'm okay. Thank you, and remember to... We already did that part. Life is pain. If life is only about pain, then what's the point of living? To make life miserable for all the Nazi conformists. Plan ahead. You gotta have preparation. H. It's also important to look good for your audience. Have your hair combed, have your care homed, get in your care home, and wear ties and stuff, or I don't wear ties, but like suits and blazers and stuff like I do on my news. And right now I'm wearing some, I think I got a bit of pizza sauce. You look scrubby. That'll never work.